First of all, let me thank you, colleagues from media, for being here. We started the day very early today. Tumekuwa out since 5:30 in the morning. We are in Marsabit County, and we are reviewing Operation Rejesha Amani, Marsabit. I'm here with my colleagues, the Inspector General of the National Police Service, the Deputy Inspector General, the Regional Security Team, and the commanders of this operation. We were required by the National Security Council to review this operation, so we started first of all with meetings with the commanders and the team that is working on this operation, which is roughly about a month old. We are very grateful, and we want to thank our officers who have been on this operation, because for the last 1 month that they have been here, frankly, we have not had any worrisome incidents of security in this place. We have had so many meetings with members of the public. Wananchi are very happy about the operation and the curfew. We have met religious leaders, members of the Marsabit Interfaith Council. We are about to have a meeting with the political leadership of this county. And then we have had a long chat with the administrators here, the chiefs, assistant chiefs, and the others. So we have gotten very useful feedback on how the operation is going on. So far, over 200 guns have been collected and over 3,000 bullets have been recovered from this operation. We are hoping that more work in the second month of this operation, because we extended the curfew by another 30 days, more work will be done so that we can recover more guns, because we believe from intelligence and the information we have that there are more guns than the ones that we have collected. And the message we have been passing around to leaders and everyone since morning is that we need to recover more guns. We will review this operation when we have around 3,000 or so guns, because we believe there are still many more guns in wrong hands. We have intensified the operation, and now we are moving to other sections of the county in addition to Marsabit Central and the town. I am very optimistic that we will continue at this pace. We will get all the guns we need, and most importantly, we will keep this place peaceful. The response we have from the local leaders, the community leaders here, and ordinary members of the public, we took time to walk around the shops, to talk to the shopkeepers and the traders in town. They are happy and satisfied with this operation. They have not raised any complaints about the operation. What they are asking is whether or not we can review the hours of the operation to allow for traders to hang on a bit in their businesses. But that in itself is a positive sign, because they are now beginning to think about operating businesses longer hours, which is something they have not been thinking about until the operation. But I have promised that we will review the operation in another 3 to 4 weeks, and subject to the performance at that time, we will see whether we can review the operation by 1 hour or 2 hours to address the issue of the traders in town who want an additional 1 hour of business, and because they're happy with the operation and they're happy that it is working. So we will stay on this assignment until this place remains peaceful. We have made assurances that we will not end the operation until after the general elections, because we want this place to be peaceful during the campaigns, during the elections, and even after the general elections. That is what Wananchi want to happen, and we will keep that in place. Once again, I want to thank our police officers and the team that has done the work they have done here. Inspector General and his team, my friend Batha and the Special DC was posted here. Through the decision of the National Security Council, that method has actually worked. That proposal has worked. The place is much more peaceful than it has been. We are going to carry out a raft of other measures to ensure that Marsabit remains peaceful. Because what we are doing now, we don't want temporary peace. We want sustainable and long-term peace, so that this place can realize its economic potential and people can go on to do what they need to do. And the truth of the matter also is that this conflict and these challenges here have nothing to do with the ordinary wananchi per se. A bit of it is politically motivated. A bit of it is a challenge caused by the proximity to the border and some of the things that we have allowed to happen over a long period of time. So we'll adopt an all of the above approach. We are going to do intensified screening, of peoples and individuals who move around where they are doing business or whatever they are doing, to ensure that we don't have, aliens and wrong people around here. We will continue to have a communal engagement with members of the public. We are going to intensify our workings with the Interfaith Council to ensure that community leaders are involved in the decisions that we make. But most importantly, we have this morning taken a decision to do 100% review of the administrative infrastructure in Marsabit, because there are very fundamental weaknesses here. I am not going to lie to the public. The challenges we have with the deployment we have here of chiefs, assistant chiefs and so on is such that unless we address it, we will not solve the problems we have. The way that some of the chiefs, assistant chiefs may have been recruited in the past was outside because of political pressure and sometimes too much attention to irrelevant things like clan affiliation and so on and so forth. And in the process, many of the administrators, actually, you can tell from the way they are working, have got their loyalties elsewhere. Not in providing peace and security to the local people. And that's why some of them are not as forthcoming when it comes to giving information and cooperating with the security agencies who are here. We have too many security teams in Marsabit to have even a single security incident. When you look at overall deployment of security resources per capita, this is probably one of the counties that is most manned by security teams. We have more boots on the ground here in Marsabit than we do in over 80% of the counties in the country. So why should we have a problem? It could be a challenge in terms of reorganizing our administrative infrastructure so that it's much more cohesive, it works better in a multi-agents manner, cooperate with the others better. We have, because we are closer to a border, we have KDF deployment that is looking at the border. But we also have very strong presence of police, the special teams of the police on the ground. So we are reviewing all this and answering that question, because that is what the National Security Council asked us to do. They're asking us, how is it that with the numbers that we have on the ground and with the people who are posted here, we can have such security problems? And we have identified the problems. Sometimes poor coordination among us, our security teams, infiltration and interference sometimes by politics, and so on. So we will review all this and we will come back again after 1 month now to institute a proper system. We are going to retrain our administrators here, our local administrators, our assistant chiefs and chiefs in Marsabit. All of them have to be retrained. And we have agreed this morning we are going to work, because fortunately we have a template, we have a program, that we use at the Office of the President. We will do a local program here and retrain them all over again and reorient them to what they need to do. We will review each one of them, and those who can pass muster will see and look at the records of performance and so on. Because there is no reason why a county that is so endowed like this one should have such small problems that are now inhibiting economic growth and development. All of you wonderful people, look around this county. Even when you drive along this town, there is almost nothing you cannot do here. Tourism can thrive here, all manner of business. We are very close to a very important border here and so on. This is a place whose economy should grow in an accelerated manner if we keep the peace and the determination of government